On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Whip.
To hit a person or an animal severely with a thin, flexible stick with a cord or leather thong at the end, as a punishment, discipline, etc.
Examples:
Whip egg whites. Whip into shape. The jockey whipped the horse hard to take first place.
Straw.
Dry stalks of cereal plants used as fodder, fuel, basket, etc.
Examples:
Straw basket. Rice straw. The straw hat protected her face from the sun while she worked in the fields.
Crush.
To press it firmly, usually with your hands or a tool, so that it becomes flat or smaller.
Examples:
Crush coffee beans. Crush a revolt. The car was completely crushed in the accident.
Blade.
The flat part of a knife, weapon, or machine with a very thin edge used for cutting.
Examples:
A blade of grass. The blade of a turbine. The blade of the katana itself is still in excellent condition.
Piercing.
Going through something, appearing to notice things about another person that would typically go unnoticed, especially in a way that causes that individual to feel uncomfortable.
Examples:
Piercing laughter. Piercing pain. A piercing scream filled the room.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
A capillary tube. A glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour.
Insect.
Any small creature that has 6 legs and a body divided into 3 sections.
Examples:
Insect antenna. Insect biology. These insects are more prevalent above a certain latitude.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Unfamiliar.
Not known or recognized, not experienced or encountered before.
Examples:
The unfamiliar surroundings. Around unfamiliar people. She was unfamiliar with the city and got lost while trying to find her way back to the hotel.
Examine.
To study or consider a person or object attentively and thoroughly to learn something about them.
Examples:
Examine the data studiously. Examine the issue. Initially, we must examine all project-related expenses.
Taxonomy.
The classification or scientific study of organisms, including their relationships to each other, based on shared characteristics and traits, a system of organizing and categorizing information in a particular field or subject area.
Examples:
Taxonomy system. Biological taxonomy. The taxonomy of insects is incredibly complex due to the huge number of species.
Kingdom.
The country ruled by a king or queen.
Examples:
Establish his kingdom. A subordinate kingdom. By remaining neutral, this kingdom continued to exist.
Phylum.
A major group or category of animals or plants characterized by shared physical, developmental, and evolutionary characteristics.
Examples:
Animal phylum. Plant phylum. Arthropoda is the largest phylum in the animal kingdom, comprising insects, spiders, and crustaceans.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat. Feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question, or mystery.
Examples:
A clue about the crime. A clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Chew.
To crush or grind something, especially food, with the teeth and then swallow it.
Examples:
Chew each word. Chew a stick of gum. My dog loves to chew on bones.
Primitive.
Of or relating to an early stage of society with no industry or technological development, simple, naive, or old-fashioned in style.
Examples:
Primitive society. Artifact of a primitive humankind. The industry in this country is still primitive.
Jaw.
Either of the two bones at the bottom of the face that moves when you open your mouth. Verb, talk socially without exchanging too much information.
Examples:
Snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Jaw muscle. He dropped his jaw at the unexpected sight.
Mandible.
The lower jawbone in vertebrates, including humans, which is usually hinged to the skull and movable. A pair of these bones forming the lower jaw of an insect.
Examples:
Broken mandible. Insect mandible. The dentist inspected the patient's mandible during the routine checkup.
Solid.
Hard or firm, characterized by good substantial quality.
Examples:
Solid ally. Solid employment measures. The solid state of water is called ice.
Ant.
A very small insect that lives under the ground or in a mound in highly organized groups.
Examples:
A white ant. Ant bite. We can find many large ant mounds in this area.
Grasshopper.
Large jumping insect, used to symbolize restlessness or ephemerality.
Examples:
Grasshopper mice. Grasshopper species. The grasshopper leaped from one blade of grass to another.
Cricket.
Leaping insect, a game played with a ball and bat by two teams of 11 players.
Examples:
Cricket match. A pine cricket. The sound of the crickets chirping filled the air on a warm summer evening.
Dragonfly.
A slender-bodied non-stinging insect having two pairs of large transparent wings that are outspread at rest.
Examples:
Dragonfly passing over the water. Dragonfly larva. I caught a rare dragonfly in the mountains.
Beetle.
An insect having a hard shell-like back covering its wings.
Examples:
Beetle browse. A beetle larva. In ancient civilizations, the scarab beetle was worshipped as a sacred creature.
Consist.
To be composed or made up of.
Examples:
Consist mainly of cells. Consist only in knowing facts. This examination consists of 5 problems to solve.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Beak.
The hard and pointed or curved mouth of a bird.
Examples:
Sharp beak. A tip of the beak. The bird's beak evolves according to the type of prey it can take on the area.
Pierce.
To cut or make a way through with a sharp instrument.
Examples:
Pierce the armored shells. Pierce a mystery. The extreme cold pierced our bones.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil, that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Sap.
To gradually weaken or drain strength, energy, or resources, to undermine or impair someone's confidence or morale.
Examples:
Sap flow. Sap strength. The disease has sapped all his energy, and he can barely get out of bed.
Saliva.
The clear liquid that is secreted into the mouth by glands in the walls of the mouth and throat, helping to lubricate food during chewing and digestion.
Examples:
Dog saliva. Dry mouth with little saliva. The dentist asked him to spit out the excess saliva into the sink.
Digestive.
Relating to or capable of causing or promoting digestion of food.
Examples:
Digestive juices. A digestive enzyme. A nutritious diet improves the digestive functions.
Enzyme.
A substance produced by a living organism that acts as a catalyst to bring about a specific biochemical reaction.
Examples:
Enzyme reaction. Lack of digestive enzymes. A deficiency in the enzyme can lead to a medical condition.
Liquefy.
To turn a solid substance into a liquid state, to make something fluid or easier to flow.
Examples:
Liquefy the soil. Liquefy cement. The butter began to liquefy during the heat wave and drip off the countertop.
Bug.
Any tiny insect, a fault or defect in a computer program, system, or machine.
Examples:
Bug bites. Number of bug fixes. I found a stink bug crawling across the ceiling.
Cicada.
A large, loud insect with long wings that is known for the sound it makes.
Examples:
Cicada life cycle. Brown cicada. The cicada's loud chirping can be heard throughout the forest in the summer.
Aphid.
A tiny insect that feeds on the sap of plants and can cause damage or diseases to plants, often found in large colonies.
Examples:
Aphid infestation. Aphid control. The aphids were eating all the leaves of my tomato plants.
Siphon.
A tube or conduit used to transfer liquids, usually from a higher to a lower level, by means of atmospheric pressure, gravity, or vacuum, a device used to extract a liquid from a container.
Examples:
Siphon off political funds. Siphon jet. The siphon pipe in my aquarium helps to keep the water clean and clear by removing debris and waste.
Proboscis.
An elongated, protruding nose, snout, or appendage, especially of certain mammals or insects, used for grasping or feeding.
Examples:
Mosquito proboscis. Proboscis structure. The butterfly used its proboscis to collect nectar from the flower.
Nectar.
A sweet liquid produced by flowers that attracts and provides food for bees and other insects. Any sweet liquid that is enjoyed as a drink or used as a flavoring.
Examples:
Nectar of the gods. Fruit nectar. The nectar of the flowers attracted many bees to the garden.
Butterfly.
A diurnal insect typically has a slender body with knobbed antennae and broad, colorful wings.
Examples:
Butterfly effect. The life cycle of a butterfly. He enjoys collecting butterfly specimens.
Moth.
An insect with wings similar to a butterfly that travels at night and is attracted to light.
Examples:
Moth larva. Moth attracted to the light. The moth is a serious threat to the farm's output.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
A tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Beneath.
In or to a lower place than someone or something.
Examples:
The ground beneath my feet. Beneath contempt. A great stretch of the lake lay beneath them.
Unfurl.
To spread out or open something, such as a flag, sail, or wings, by shaking, shaking out, or extending it, to reveal or become revealed or disclosed.
Examples:
Unfurl my banner. Unfurl the sails. The flag slowly unfurled in the wind atop the flagpole.
Sponge.
A soft material with many microscopic pores that can absorb a large amount of liquid and is used for washing and cleaning.
Examples:
Sea sponge. Metallic sponge. The tiny marine sponge has existed for more than 500 million years.
Lobe.
A rounded projection or division, especially of the brain, lung, or liver.
Examples:
Lobe of the liver. Frontal lobe. The lungs are divided into 5 lobes.
Trachea.
The tube-like structure in the body through which air moves from the larynx, equals a part of the human respiratory system located in the neck region, to the bronchi, equals part of the respiratory system and are responsible for conducting air into the lungs, also known as the windpipe.
Examples:
Trachea blockage. Trachea infection. Inhaling irritants can cause inflammation of the trachea and lead to coughing.
Soak.
To allow liquid to be absorbed, typically by immersing in it, to leave as a guarantee in return for money.
Examples:
Soak in a hot spring. Soak away stress. I soaked the shirt in the sink before washing it.
Fluid.
A substance that can flow and is not solid.
Examples:
Plenty of fluids. Fluid assets. She was diagnosed with a fluid buildup in her lungs.
Dissolve.
To be or cause to be absorbed by a liquid to form a part of a solution, to close down or dismiss.
Examples:
Dissolve the sugar. Officially dissolved the marriage. The political party dissolved after much internal fighting.
Capillary.
A tube of small internal diameter, any of the minute tubes that carry blood.
Examples:
A capillary tube. Capillary action. There are many capillary vessels in the gills of fish.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Mosquito.
A small flying insect whose female bites people and animals and sucks their blood, and sometimes transmits serious diseases such as malaria.
Examples:
Mosquito bite. Mosquito repellent. A stagnant water area or breeding ground for mosquitoes.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Tongue.
A movable mass of muscle tissue covered with mucous membrane that is in the mouth, a language.
Examples:
Native tongue. Tongue cancer. The tongue is boneless, but it is as strong as bones.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Wasp.
A flying insect with a narrow waist and a sting, typically feeding on nectar and known for its aggressive behavior towards other insects and animals.
Examples:
Wasp nest. Wasp sting. A giant wasp flew into the room, and everyone panicked.
Pollen.
A fine powder substance consisting of microscopic grains produced by plants that facilitate their reproductive process through the process of pollination.
Examples:
Pollen allergy symptoms. High pollen count. My allergies flare up during pollen season, making it difficult to breathe.
Wax.
A substance that is solid at room temperature, but becomes softer and more pliable when heated, often used in the production of candles, polishes, and cosmetics. Verb, to become large.
Examples:
Wax finish. Wax and wane. He sealed the letter with a wax seal.
Mold.
A hollow container used to give shape to liquid or soft substance, which then becomes solid in the same shape as the container. A soft, green, or gray growth that forms on stale food or objects exposed to warm, moist air for too long.
Examples:
A casting mold. Mold allergy. Mushrooms and mold are fungi.
Juvenile.
Relating to or characteristic of youth or young people, immature.
Examples:
Exhibit juvenile behavior. Juvenile justice. The detective suspected that the vandalism was the work of juvenile delinquents.
Caterpillar.
The worm-like larva of a butterfly or moth.
Examples:
Caterpillar of a butterfly. Caterpillar in a cocoon. The woolly bear caterpillar munched on leaves all day.
Devour.
To eat or consume something eagerly or ravenously, or to destroy something rapidly.
Examples:
devour a meal, devour my way. She devoured the mystery novel in one sitting.
Metamorphose.
To undergo a dramatic change in form, structure, or substance, to transform or alter in appearance or nature.
Examples:
metamorphose in appearance, metamorphose over time. The caterpillar metamorphoses into a butterfly during its life cycle.
Identification.
The act or process of recognizing, proving, or designating someone or something.
Examples:
an identification tag for children. Personal identification number. Eye movements complicate identification by retinal scanning.
Categorize.
To put people or things into groups according to their features, types, etc.
Examples:
categorize the image, categorize the cause of failure. The biologist categorized the viruses into 4 groups.
Magnify.
To make something look bigger than it really is, especially by looking at it through a lens. To make something bigger, stronger, or louder.
Examples:
magnify the danger, magnify the image for display. Terrorists often attempt to magnify the economic impact of their acts of destruction.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor. The basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
a convex lens, a lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Nibble.
To take small or cautious bites or tastes, especially of food, to bite at or nibble on something repeatedly, often playfully or curiously, to gradually or slowly consume or erode something.
Examples:
nibble an ear of corn, nibble here and there. I like to nibble on fruit in the morning for breakfast.